Hi guys, welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. For those of you returning, welcome to the channel. For those of you who are new, welcome to the channel. And for those of you that are returning, welcome back is what I meant. Oh my goodness. Scorpio, welcome to your June 2023 reading. Did a quick meditation for you guys. Translucency, transparency, transformation, trans everything. I literally heard a time to kill, and I'm going to say it's a time to kill it. It's time to make your mark on the world, is how this comes through. Illusions, things that maybe you thought were a certain way are not quite the way that you thought that they were as well. And I've seen that for a couple of the signs. I'm going to say, and I've got the chills already, not just for Scorpio. So if you're checking this out for your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus, I feel like there's massive change on the horizon for all signs. I really do. Like there's something shifting that is just going to be like a kaboom. And I don't think that it's necessarily a bad thing across the board. I think that it is going to change your life, period. But Scorpio, interesting energy. I'm super stoked to see what is in the cards as to how these messages and the cards connect to one another. I will say a lot of the signs as I've been doing them and they've been coming out as to which ones to do next. I just did Libras today as well. So be aware of that. They may be coming out in that format for a reason. You could have Libra placements or you could be dealing with a Libra. And Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Cross Watcher, if that's you, welcome to the channel as well. Guys, always discern the messages accordingly, as we know. Roles can be reversed, and do not force anything to fit that does not fit into your world, okay? Thank you guys for hanging out. I know that May was not exactly a stellar month for me of getting videos out. May was insane, but small business mom life here, so bear with me. I appreciate you guys for sticking around, liking, subscribing, commenting, and sharing the channel as well. That is super helpful and gets those messages out to everybody that needs to hear them. If you guys want to book a reading, I am back open and available for those. Those can be found, the information can be found in the description box below and the about section of the page. And you can check me out at holisticallyzenwv.com for all the products and services that I do provide. So, on that note, Scorpio, let's get rolling. I feel a little bit of nervous energy attached to you guys, like maybe not sure what's coming next, what's happening around you right now. You might feel like you're a little bit in the dark on certain aspects, and that's okay. And I say that it's just, you know, Scorpios tend to sit back and observe. So sit back and observe. Sit back and just watch how things are playing out for you. So, all right, Spirit, for Scorpio, June of 2023, what does Scorpio need to know? Cut. Into me I see, and the land between. I feel for you guys on the transformational level. You are starting to pull together parts of yourself that I think you felt like were fragmented for a while. You are stepping into the personal power, and you're doing it very gracefully. Aware of how to bring things together that are meant for you instead of what is not meant for you anymore. Okay? So, let's see what endless possibilities. The potential behind what you guys are doing is very, I'm hearing from Spirit, heroic. And then it falls back out again. There you go. Endless possibilities. You've seen me shuffle. That's why I do it on camera. Can't manipulate, I mean, manipulate energy all you want, but what's meant to be will always be. So, all right, for Scorpio, endless possibilities. I think that your wheels are spinning, Scorpio. I think that you are, Spirit is saying, destined for greatness. You are propelling forward. You recognize that maybe where obstacles were in the past, there's that divine matrix illusionary energy. The interesting thing about this is, I'm going to say, keep your head down and keep working towards your goals. Because where things go from here, again, the possibilities are endless, right? Endless possibilities. You've got your head down. You're not giving weight to things around you anymore. And I feel like you guys tend to get caught up. I know I do. I'm a Scorpio myself. In all the stuff that's going on, and we get distracted. So I think it's important to recognize that. I think maybe in that space of distraction, you realized where you were. Now you've got waking the lion underneath that. When you start to pay attention to the illusions that are surrounding you, and you're finding yourself, Spirit is saying fierce competition. I personally do not believe that we have competition. I'm smoke and mirrors. There you go. It's not competition. I think the best way to be competitive is to be competitive with yourself, to step into a higher space of probability for who you are. So this smoke and mirrors, to me, the Spirit's telling me to clarify that in spirit of gratitude. Be thankful for every aspect of your journey, Scorpio. I think it is a time to step into a more gracious space of the growth that you've had to date. I think that's very, very important. So I don't know why I want to clarify these. Underneath that, again, waking the lion, bearing fruit. So let's see. I don't know. I forget what other sign I did this for. Smoke. I got hiccups. Goodness, excuse me. What is this smoke and mirrors about? Empress, 5 of Pentacles. Scorpio, do not forget your value. Do not forget your worth. Do not forget who you are. Do not forget where you've come from. You have gone... I feel like there are people around you who have seen you take significant losses, and they don't understand how hard you fought to rebuild yourself. It's almost like somebody is trying to overshadow what you've done, trying to create illusions surrounding who you are, what you are about. You're the goddamn Empress. I mean, that's just all there is to it. You are the Empress here at the end of the day. And, you know, the truth, and we talk about the transparency and it coming to light, stay true to your convictions as to what it is that you're trying to accomplish. Keep it to yourself. I feel like you're being logical. I feel like you're being methodical about the a planning stage that is coming into play. What is this? Daughter of Cups, so Page of Cups. Give that love to yourself. I feel like you are also recognizing your value and your worth. And we've had this conversation time and again, Scorpio. You tend to get down on yourself a little bit. But you're recognizing the beauty of what it is within you. And I do feel like other people, there are going to be some people, Wheel of Fortune, a positive turn of events. 9 of Wands, a hard fight to get there. You know, it is the wounded warrior, and Scorpio, you truly are. You've been there, right? I feel as if Spirit is saying time is going to change everything. And obviously it does for all of us in some form or fashion. This divine matrix, you are healing so much with your emotions. I don't think that you recognize quite yet how much healing you are truly doing. And I think that for some of you, that 3 of Wands on the bottom can confirm travel. It can also be waiting your ships to come in. You're starting to see the bigger picture of what is moving for you. I like it. It's forward energy to me. The way this is coming through, you're having an awakening of the perception. That Lamb's got this sun coming out of the third eye space. That divine matrix is the illusion, right? What we're living in the matrix, right? There's always, shit is always being switched up. And I think that you're seeing through a lot of this type of, whether it's been, Spirit is saying scuffles or illusions or deceptions or whatever this might be, but you're doing it in a loving space. You are working towards that emotional aspect of the self. Growing beyond guilt. It couldn't have happened any other way. And I think that is one of the things that you're coming to terms with. Maybe things did not quite happen the way you had perceived them. And I just said something very similar to Libra about this. But also the fact that when things happen in a certain way that they do, it's because there's other opportunities that are to come. This endless possibilities, and it couldn't have happened any other way, is if things would not have forced a change for you. Scorpio energy, stubborn as hell, doing it on their terms. This wouldn't have ignited a push forward. And a part of that push, more than anything, I think, Scorpio, is the healing. And then you have resolving anger. Conflict reminds me when I need more space for myself. When you sit back and you look, you realize where to take back your power, to take back your control. And that was another thing that came out in the meditation, that you're taking those things back, right? So when this conflict is happening and you're sitting back and you're watching this all occur, you're distancing yourself with that Three of Wands. You're distancing yourself from these scuffles and all of these things. Like you're choosing not to be a part of the bullshit that comes along with it. You're, withdrawing from the drama, the anger, the conflict, the argument, and you're removing yourself from those situations. Underneath that is illuminating the truth. I've said this before about different situations, even different people, that let's just say you're in conflict with somebody, right? And the second you remove yourself from a situation, that person will tell on themselves, because if they're always in conflict, let's say they're in your life, you're always in conflict with them about something, there's always an issue. For every solution, there's 1,000 problems, right? When you remove yourself from that energy, the truth of the matter comes out. The truth of what your role was, how you either created conflict or how you benefited that person to some degree, will always be illuminated. And I feel like that's what's happening. And it says, I'm willing to see things clearly no matter the outcome. Even if this means, and I'm hearing cause of separation. So if you've had to remove yourself from particular situations or from particular people, you may be very, standing very much in a conviction of your truth, and maybe other people around you don't see it, but in due time they will. And when they do, don't go, I told you so, just sit back. Just let it happen, because the truth always comes out. It always comes to light. For every dark, there's a light, right? So, all right, Scorpio, let's see what else is happening here. Spirit for Scorpio for the month of June, please. What does Scorpio need to know? For Scorpio, Two of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles in the reverse, Five of Cups in the reverse. I feel like there's been a lot of small situations is what I'm getting. A lot of small situations that have just been eating up at you. And I think Libra had something very similar to that. Yeah, Five of Wands. That conflict, I talked about that, removing yourself from that conflict, stepping outside of that, because positive turn of events. When you separate yourself from these high conflict situations, other things are going to come to light and be illuminated. I will say this, Scorpio, I don't feel like the struggle is internal. I do feel like it's external. And I will say Knight of Swords comes out in the same exact placement that Libra had. And I said in the beginning of the video, I've seen this series as I've been doing it, how they're entangled with one another, the way they're coming out, and here it is. So you may have Libra placements, you may be dealing with a Libra in particular. Eight of Pentacles, Scorpio, resolving that anger. I feel like, you've had some anger brooding up underneath the surface when it comes to different things. Watch your words, watch how aggressive you're coming across as well. But I also feel like in this, as I said, when you remove yourself, and that's kind of the feel that I get from these cards, is that Knight of Swords and that Five of Wands, they're heading towards each other. That Eight of Pentacles, Scorpio, I feel like is you working and implementing things very differently on your own. You're working, you're reading, you're researching, you're putting in the work, the time, the energy, the effort. I will say watch your back. I do feel like there are people around you who may be trying to get at you in some way. Don't pay them any mind. I really don't feel like you are. I think you're aware. It's almost like the feeling I get from the Eight of Pentacles is your ears are wide open. Like, people may not realize how observant you are And you're taking it all in. You're letting them do what it is that they do. But you're walking away from it. You put your nose down again, head down, keep focused. Stay focused on what it is. That's the third card where he's got his head down and he's just working and focused on the endless possibilities. He's aware of the matrix. He's aware of the illusions. He's hearing these things. He's seeing these things, or maybe premonitions and dreams that are coming into light for you. And that Eight of Pentacles, he's got his head down and he's working hard and methodically and diligently on what it is that he has to do. And it's very, very important through the month of June, Scorpio, that you keep your head down and keep going, okay? But I feel like people may be jealous and angry of the successes that you might be having at this time. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. I do feel like somebody tried to take from you somehow. The Hermit had sent you back into healing mode. One more card for Scorpio, please, Spirit. And again, I'm going to say this, and I've said this in a couple. I think it was Cancer and Libra. It might have been another sign. The Emperor. There you go, Scorpio. Ruling, Two of Pentacles. What direction you want to go. What was I going to say? These are, other than the Hermit and the Emperor, minor arcanas, and I feel like this has been a very important message for some of the signs, that these are interchangeable energies. This shit of people acting like a bunch of fools, you're discerning. You may have been in a space of juggling people, finances, situations, but I think you're pulling it together. You're starting to see the path forward through this healing that you're doing. I do think that there are people around you that have tried to knock you off your throne with the Five of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, trying to take something. And I feel like it brought you, I think, some of the heartbreak that you're healing from, and I talked about that emotional healing that you've got going on, was recognizing that you're pretty much standing alone in a lot of the things that you're doing right now, and that's okay. The healing journey, sometimes you're going to go through phases where it's just you. And that can be a little difficult because we feel like we're a little isolated as a result of that. And again, another card of head down and paying attention to what they've got going on, what you've got going on rather than what they've got going on. That Emperor energy coming to fruition. And I think, too, that you're going to meet somebody who's very much in this Emperor type energy as well, who is very firm in their decision-making processes as well. So we'll see how this plays out with the clarifiers. But Scorpio, just keep moving forward. Keep going forward, because pivotal month, 2 weeks into June. Very pivotal time frame in June for you. I think Cancer season is also going to be, I don't know where that just came from, but it did. Cancer season is going to be very instrumental in your life as well. I think you have a lot of Spirit is saying timing and events that will shed light on what you know, what you already know, what your gut is already telling you, what your intuition is putting out there to you. So for Scorpio, please, Ace of Swords, the truth. You may be worried about if the truth will come out, and it will. It will. It's destined to. Five of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Please, Spirit, clarify. Hierophant. Spiritual growth is at the forefront. You may have been dealing with a Taurus when it comes to this conflict as well. And I'm going to say, let it go. Let it go. I feel like a Taurus, the Hierophant card here coming out, we'll call it spiritual warfare. We'll call it spiritual warfare in that regard. But I also feel like, Scorpio, you're at a place of moving on from this. I can see like the situation, and then you just walking up, climbing these stairs to a higher elevating factor. The truth at hand as to what comes out, how it comes out, and independently, that Nine of Pentacles, doing it on your own. So I feel like, watch your neck too. So, for some of you, tension, stress in the shoulders. So be aware of that in the neck. but I also feel like you know that you're highly supported. I'm also getting the feeling of Pisces associated with this, and then earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn as well. But you're just coming into a more level space of situations. I'm going to take that. I'm going to sound like a snot in saying this, but Scorpio, nobody can hold a candle to you. This Page of Swords with the Hierophant, there is no, and I've said this before, Seven of Pentacles, they're coming up short in whatever they're trying to do. You can have all of the book knowledge in the world. You can read, you can research, you can do X, Y, and Z all you want to. Nothing makes up for the actual experience of anything you will ever do, because you've lived it, you've felt it, you know it, you've breathed it, you've slept with it, whatever. They can't get there. They can't. Spirit is saying you're untouchable. You're untouchable. You've planted seeds elsewhere. And you may have been feeling for a while like you were in a space of lack as a result of these situations, but you're not in lack. I do think that you're dealing with a little bit of anger in regards to certain situations, and I think that you are trying to control it. I think you're trying to hold it back, and you've turned it around to transmute. Again, another trans there. To transmute this energy for your own space of growing and healing. You are moving on. Pay attention to your finances at this time as well. There's vast opportunities on the horizon. So just be patient as things progress and move forward. I think it's slow. It's a slow process. Hermit. Clarify the Hermit, please. The Chariot, yes. Healing, moving forward. Cancer energy there as well. Six of Swords. It's like you're waiting. You got it's like it's back and forth right now. That Two of Pentacles. And then we've got the Six of Swords in the reverse and the Chariot. I think that you're weighing out where you are in regards to your healing. I think you're weighing out where it is that you're heading. I think that you're just kind of sitting and being still and turning your back to things that are not serving you anymore. I feel like you're finally holding on to you, if that makes sense to what, if you can decipher what I'm trying to say. You're holding on to yourself, like where you would maybe want to have this embrace of another person, where you're completely secure, just holding on to you and just going, I got you. And Spirit is saying, I got you, right? I don't think that you don't need to worry. You don't need to worry. You don't need to stress. Keep going forward. What is this Eight of Pentacles for Scorpio, please, Spirit? What is this Eight of Pentacles? 23 may be an imperative number for you guys. Six of Cups. You're working towards happiness. I think you're working through things of the past. I think you're working on rebuilding. The Magician, the Ace of Cups, Scorpio, the Page of Pentacles, the World card, Five of Pentacles in the reverse. You're coming out of this space of lack, and this is a new beginning, a new opportunity. You have completed something, and now you're starting out into where to invest all things. Where are you going to start placing these investments? And I think that it's opening you up emotionally to be able to alchemize everything that you want moving forward. So I like that energy for you. I think sometimes you guys feel like time is passing while you're working. Like there's things are just going by so quickly and yet so slowly at the same time. Six of Cups. Temperance. But you're balancing. You are finding a work-life balance. That's very interesting. You could be dealing with Taurus, Cancer, Pisces, or Virgo, Aries, Sagittarius as well. You've got some bigger cards there than most. And the Ace of Swords once again shows itself. You're standing in your truth. You're showing exactly who you are. You are finding a way to balance out work and home. It looks good. You're alchemizing. Temperance is also spiritual, right? Finding spiritual resolve for the conflicts and things of the past that may have happened and occurred for you. I think somebody is trying to keep doors open when it comes to you, trying to maybe come back in every now and again, trying to kind of reconnect. I don't think you're going to partake in any of that whatsoever. It's like, when we're done here, we're done, right? And what is this Emperor about for Scorpio, please? What is this Emperor about? Death card, there you are, Scorpio. You will not be ruled. You will not be told what to do. You will not, you will not fight. You're coming out of survival mode. You're coming out of survival mode. Anybody who's tried to knock you off of your course of dreams, hopes, wishes, aspirations, you're not doing it. And you're so heavily supported in all aspects of life right now. It's like divine guidance. Spirit is also saying one more big push. And I think that in relation to that, with that one big push, has to do, and I've said it in quite a few of the videos, that Scorpio, Taurus, North and South Node, right? We're releasing those karmic cycles. We're releasing stuff of the past. Scorpio, you're ready to move forward. I don't know, sometimes, I don't think there's the Emperor popping out again. The Lover's card, choices. Five of Swords. This particular Five of Swords to me is, you just might not be trusting people. I think that the light of the sun, Leo energy, you've learned to, people have shown you who they are, put it that way. And I think that through that, you've put yourself into this protective bubble, like you're standing your ground, you're not taking any shit. And I feel like you're getting a little bit of pushback again from standing your ground, and you probably will. And I'm going to say that's okay. Discern it as it comes through. Don't overanalyze it. Don't be self-defeating. Don't self-sabotage at this time either. It's like a battle. It really is like a bit of a battle, but you're going to prevail. And this Two of Pentacles, Spirit, for Scorpio Collective. What is this about? This Two of Pentacles. Strength card in the reverse. I think sometimes you guys are just tired. This Eight of Swords in the reverse, the Strength card in the reverse. You're just, I'm going to say beat up. I think you guys, May, I know May was crazy for me in general, but I think for some of you, the month of May was a lot of lessons. And they were probably lessons that left you feeling confused. And I think that they were lessons that made you question how much more tenacity you had to keep moving forward. This Eight of Swords, Scorpio, stay the hell out of your head. You're making yourself paranoid over things that you don't need to make yourself paranoid over, or this has already happened. The other side of that Two of Pentacles, Spirit. Ace of Pentacles. Four of Cups. Nine of Pentacles. I almost feel like you're hoping and wishing for something. Whether it's opportunity. I just think that there's a lot of things around you from the past that have disappointed you at the end of the day. Because I feel like you're clinging on to something from the past right now. You've got to let that go and see yourself as the Nine of Pentacles energy. Right? You've come a long way. You are starting to reap the rewards of the fruits of your labor. And bearing fruit was the one card that kept kind of showing itself there. I feel like everybody wanted a piece of you for a while, or maybe you're experiencing this now. But everybody wanted something from you. And now it's like, listen, this is mine. This is mine. This is what I've worked for. This is what I've done. And this is what I'm going to continue to do. Very important, Scorpio. You're very much in your energy. You're very much in a space of observancy. If you have the need to make moves, now is the time to get rolling on those things as well. It's going to be very important to change where you're heading. But I think the emotional healing, it's brought in new opportunity for you. Things that I don't think you were prepared to see in certain people or situations. Sweeping Sister Willow is the advice here. Here is healing that brings with it forgiveness and the release of old pain, as Sweeping Sister Willow gracefully sweeps any sadness and pain from your heart and soul. Your time for greater inner freedom is dawning, and the cleansing of sadness and healing of forgiveness create the pathway to that greater freedom now. You deserve this freedom, and you are swiftly becoming ready to claim it. I don't know any other way to title this video than emotional healing. You know, these people, these situations, you're transforming these lessons. You really truly are, and give it time, Scorpio. Don't beat yourself up over things, because it's just, you're recognizing who is vibrating on your soul's level and who is not. And as you're recognizing these things, be, you know, that spirit of gratitude there. Be thankful for the lessons that, you know, you're taking on, that you're transmuting, transforming, transcending. Because it was just a time of learning again, which, you know, we have, without learning, we're not doing anything, right? Like, we're just kind of staying stuck and stagnant. I feel like a lot of this was past energy, and I've said it for the other signs. I hope to get other videos out here in the next week or so, because the way this energy has come out to me has been, I'm going to say minor. It feels a little past related, not so much moving forward, even though the intention is for June, you know, but what needs to come out is always going to come out above all else. So, very important energies. Keep forgiving, keep healing, keep moving forward, Scorpio. That Ace of Pentacles, something great is on the horizon for you. Just step into it. Don't be afraid of it. Learn it, master it, transmute it like you do, and keep moving. You've transmuted a lot of the pain and heartbreak over the last 18 months. Keep going. All right. Scorpio, if this resonated for you, please hit that like, share, and subscribe, comment as well. For those of you interested in a personal reading based upon your personal situation, to dive deeper into that, feel free to reach out via the description box below or the about section of the page. Again, check me out at holisticallyzenwv.com for all the list of personal services, as well as product that you can get there too. Guys, I'm sending you so much love. Wish you the best in June, and we will talk soon. Take care. Bye-bye.